What's up, guys? You guys know what it is at this point. Second last weekly recap ever. Week 11. Let's hop right into things here. No surprise here. The move kills haven't changed at all in terms of what is actually leading. Earthquake is guaranteed, basically, to, well, not technically guaranteed to be in first. Is pretty much guaranteed to be in first at the end of week 12. Knockoff and Thunderbolt both up there, although Thunderbolt is going to experience some competition from the moves below it because it's only got a 1 kill lead over Psychic, 2 over Hidden Power and Thousand Arrows, 3 over Hyper Voice. Moves that could definitely pass it. Even Ice Beam and Scald both at 16 there. Pretty dangerous. We'll get to that more in the regular season recap, which will be coming out after the Week 12 recap. There have been 140 unique move kills this season. A couple fun ones added to the list this week, including Destiny Bond, Thief, Woodhammer, Self-Destruct, and X-Scissor. 15 unique Z-move kills. I got the number wrong last week. It's actually 15 unique Z-move kills and 28 total Z-move kills, which is the most we've ever seen. In terms of kill leader Mons, this is the same as what you would have seen last week. The game between these two teams didn't even happen, and I'll get to that in a second. But yeah, Zygarde, Volcarona, and Nihilego is still at the top three, which is kind of crazy. But there you have it. Jen, the Adelaide Overheat, took a loss in a meme match to Benin and the Tampa Bay Buizels. Match that didn't really matter, was going to end up being an FF, and they played it out, and Ben took a 4-0 win there. Austin and the Atlanta Raptors got clapped by Hamu and the Helsinki Heat in a match where Austin actually prepped for some reason. But there you go. Tiff and the Calgary Flareons took an unfortunate large loss to Dom and the Cleveland Cavaliers, knocking her out of playoffs, not in range to make playoffs. And I'll discuss this in the playoff picture. It's going to be a much shorter playoff picture episode, and I've changed the format a little bit for the final playoff picture, but keep your eyes out and peeled for that. Shade and the Calgary Talonflames picking up a big W over Magic and the Snowpoint City Blizzard, propelling him into 7 wins, which is a very comfortable position to be sitting in. 7 wins heading into the final week here, especially in the Black Conference, moving himself up into 3rd place, which is the best position he's been in all season. Dom the Cleveland Cavaliers playing spoiler and knocking Tiff out of playoffs this week, despite the fact that he's been eliminated for a while now. Playing spoiler and trying his hardest to finish out the season with a strong record. James in the Crystal Polkius match did not happen yet. It is scheduled for later in the week. It has a ton of playoff implications for not only Jamesy's record, but Shade and my own. So Jamesy versus Cade will be played on Friday, and you guys will see the result of that in the Week 12 weekly recap. Matt and the Green Bay Glycopods picking up a big win over Mortal and the Philadelphia Pichus, also knocking Mortal out of playoffs, which I'll talk about in the playoff picture, and gaining some dignity back for the team. Some pretty fun sets. Banded, Self-Destruct, Snorlax was pretty unique, and Tapu Bulu proving that it's not actually as bad as we all think it is. Hum and the Helsinki Heat picking up another big win over Austin the Atlanta Raptors, now on a 6-game winning streak, propelling himself forward at the end of the season here, looking strong as we head into playoffs in the final week. Cade hasn't played this match yet against Jamesy, still looking to remain undefeated. One more win in either his Week 11 or Week 12 game will guarantee him the best all-time record in the history of the NCL, which is kind of cool. And he's already sitting in a good spot to clinch that for himself. Myself, I lost a very close match to Hayden and the Pittsburgh Piplups. Not the match I would have wanted to see. Definitely probably should have been a win on my end, but it wasn't, unfortunately. And Sacred Fire missing, I mean, I guess it happens, really. 5% chance to miss there, and I couldn't pull out the win. Mortal picking up the unfortunate loss against Matt there, unfortunately moves him out of playoffs, but he can still go for 5th win in Week 12. Hayden just barely squeaked one out against me and moves to 7-4 now, a very commanding record as he finishes out the season strong. Magic picking up a loss to Shade and the Calgary Talonflames. Really tight match. A freeze on the Eternal Floette probably could have changed things potentially, although it seems that the Ninetales was also scarfed, so probably a 2-shot regardless. Ben and the Tampa Bay Weasels picking up a commanding win over Jed and the Adelaide Overheat. Looking to finish out the season strong as well, hopefully with another 10-2 record for the books. Ben's a very consistent player, and he'll be looking strong in playoffs. Jay and the UNC Wingles taking a forfeit win over Ace in the West Virginia Voltorb. This is actually quite an unfortunate scenario, and it was very kind of Ace to offer up the forfeit loss. Jay had already clinched playoffs at that point anyways, and so rather than play and go through the stress of building and stuff like that, um, they just got their match out of the way right away. And Ace unfortunately taking the forfeit loss, but very kind way to give up the W there against Jay in what I won't go into depth about the situation, but it was quite unfortunate. And my thoughts, Jay, if you're watching this, my thoughts out to the family of the person affected. So there you go. That is it for the weekly recap. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and we'll be back for week 12. I am a little bit more motivated to make content and do these videos anyways. Again, please keep your eyes peeled for a playoff picture, the final playoff picture, and I'll see you guys next week for a weekly recap.